If you own a brand new Kioti Tractor, I am going to show you how to eliminate the seat switch so when you get off your tractor it'll still run. Now I can understand that it's a good thing to have in some situations, but most situations it sucks. But it is a safety feature. I'm sure the DOT department put on regulations and all this other stuff, and it's mandatory that they have it. But what I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to eliminate it, and eliminate it permanently, or possibly eliminate it in case you ever want to hook it back up. So let's get involved, let's get it done, and I'll show you how to do it. So if you look over here on the right hand side of the seat, what you're going to find a plug. There's a wire that goes up and behind the seat back in here, and it's actually wire tied to your seat belt. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull that wire out, and there's a plug right here. You're going to go ahead and unplug that. Now if you just unplug it like this, it won't run. So what we got to do is we either got to jump that, or another situation, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. But so what you want to do, if you want to just jump it, you're going to take a little piece of wire, and it's got to be very, very small, and then you clean the ends off just like this, and then you're going to take that plug right here, and then you'll stick one end in one end of the plug and the other one in the other end of the plug, and then that way you have jumped those two wires, but you have still kept the plug in case you want to hook it back up. Or maybe you're going to let one of your kids drive the tractor, or your wife or somebody else. That way you can hook that back up anytime you want to, but when you're going to use it, you can go ahead and use it without sitting on the tractor like so many times you have to get off and on. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take some duct tape, and I suggest to use the black Gorilla tape. That's the strongest tape that I've found. And then you can go ahead and duct tape this together, and then it'll stay like that forever until you want to hook it back up. Now another way that you can do this is you can go ahead and plug that back in, and then right here where you see the wires showing right here, you can go ahead and cut those wires off. Now by cutting them wires, it's going to disconnect the seat switch. We already know it's going to do that. But what we can do is we can cut those wires off, we can splice them, and then take a butt connector to hook the wires back together. So you can do that as well. So that's two different ways to disconnect the switch. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my wires off right here, just like this, because nobody else is going to use my tractor. And if I ever sell it, I can always butt connect those back together. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do this right here. Now you can also just go ahead and twist the wires together and use a wire twist on them if you want to, but I like to do things the right way, and this is basically the right way. We're going to take that butt connector just like that, and then we'll do that, and then we're going to come over here, and then we're going to stick this one in this way just like that. And then I'll go ahead and butt connect this as well. If I can get my tool in here. There it is. Okay. That's a short stretch. All right. Just like that. And then I'll go ahead and get that again. Okay. And then now my connection is made possible where the wires are connected. And if I ever need to disconnect that, I can always hook it back up to my wire over here if need be. And then once I plug this in, let me get that plugged in. I'll get my big hand out of the way. There we go. It becomes a nice sealed connection where we don't have to worry about dirt and dust and crap getting all over in it. Now, one more thing I'm going to do is I am going to put it back down in here. There's a little spot down here that will hold this, and you can see that in there. When you get to your tractor, you'll see that in there, and then we're going to put that right there just like that, and then that should be good to go and be safe enough to drive. Let me get it down in here and I'll show you what we're talking about. There we go. And then I'll take this wire and I'll just bundle it up right here like this, get it out of the way. And then if we ever want to hook that back up, we can do so in the future. But like I said, I will never hook it back up again, because I don't plan on selling my tractor. I'm planning on keeping this. And then that way you can come over here like this. Go ahead and turn everything on, make sure it's in neutral. And then it should start up and run just like that. So now you know how to eliminate the seat switch on your Kioti Tractor. Just in case you ever wanted to know, very easy, very simple, and very effective. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, getting ready to box grade some more of the property. We got tumbleweeds coming in already in February, and it sucks. So I just went over this right here. It took about 10 or 15 minutes, and I like my little tractor. It's a nice little tractor. It's a Kioti Tractor. It's a lot cheaper than a John Deere. It's basically the same thing as a John Deere. And we'll be keeping our tractor. I think it's a 40 horse. And it works very, very well. And now, since I eliminated the seat switch, guess what? Now, Minnie the body shop girl can do that because she didn't weigh enough to actually activate the switch. That's another problem you have with the seat switch. Even when it was all the way down, with no suspension at all, she did not weigh enough to actually activate the switch to work. So now she can get on the tractor and she can do that while I'm doing this in here.